Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be reacting to all the old Fnaf games, teasers and trailers. I thought we could do this video because seeing as the Fnaf movie trailer got leaked yesterday, and I did try to make a video on it but it got copyright blocked because of copyright reasons. So today we're going to be doing this. So let's start with the original Fnaf 1 trailer. During the day, it's a place of joy. Could see all the animatronics performing, apart from Foxy, obviously. Around here during the day, night shift, night watch. Yeah. And they look at you. Yeah. I remember that. I think that's still an actual game. And they see Bonnie wanting, and then you see Bonnie take his head off, which looks really cool, by the way. But that obviously wasn't in the original game. So if I go back to that, some things were removed from the actual game. So look, let's see. This part is still in where they look at you in the cameras, but you don't see them turn their heads. It's just that. Yeah, so sometimes they're facing the front like that, and sometimes you just randomly click on the camera. You won't see them like that and then turn their heads. You just see that, and that's it. Although Chica's head looks a bit smaller than it does in the game, but that's from memory, so I could be wrong. And then limited power, so you don't actually get to see this light up. You just see Bonnie's shadow there, and it's probably a bit brighter in the game. But yeah, and then obviously at the end, Bonnie does not run. I think that was Foxy running, and then you never see Bonnie take his head off in the game. But overall, that was a very good game for the first one. It attracted a lot of people. We got Markiplier's original video. We got Dorko's original Twitch stream, because back then he was just a Twitch streamer. Now he's a YouTuber. We got lots of other people playing it, and then we had the Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, so that's the first one. So go back to Scott Cawthon, his channel here, and we'll watch FNAF 2. Now this one has a lot more lore to it. Oh, connection error. Let's try again. There we go. Then we got the original Withered Bonnie image. And then light up in the eye. Oh, hello, hello.
Well, if you're hearing this, then chances are you've made a very poor career choice.
And then we got the parting service, which we see Shadow Bonnie, forgotten. Not Shadow Bonnie, Shadow Freddy. Dismantled. Withered Freddy. Deactivated. Withered Foxy. And then we got Toy Bonnie. And he opens his eyes. Yeah. And then we see all the cameras just looking through the cameras. Redesigned. Reactivated. Just the opposite of all the years. Malfunctioning. Yeah. And zero doors, which was the main concept of the game. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Right. So, the first thing I would like to mention about this is the song London Bridge is Falling Down. So, if you were there when FNAF 2 came out, a lot of people thought that if you reversed this, it sounded like Mike Kill All, which it kind of did, to be honest. But and I got halfway right. We did get Michael Afton. Maybe they thought it was because Mike Schmidt. I was part of that as well, but I'm not gonna go dive into that. But yeah, a lot of people, including myself, did think that this song reverse sounded like Mike Kill All. Okay, so that's the first part. The next thing that got people kind of debating about this trailer is this part.
Hello? Hello? Well, if you're hearing this, then chances are you've made a very poor career choice.
It's not what he says, it's just the fact that we've got Fungi, he's still there. Which really confused a lot of people. Like, oh, he died in FNAF 1. Why is he here in FNAF 2? Is it a prequel? Is it a sequel? Is it someone else? That got people debating a lot. And there's actually one more thing about this FNAF 2 trailer that I'd like to talk about. Alright, the final thing here is Foxy's jump scare at the end. To a lot of people, it sounded like he was saying freedom. Take a listen yourself. It does sound like that, I guess, but he obviously wasn't saying freedom. He was saying some garbled noises. So that's Foxy's jump scare sorted. Alright, now let's move on to the FNAF 3 teaser trailer. So this is where we got a first look at Springtrap as William Afton Springtrap. He will come back. He always does. I remember this. And then we see the corridors of Fazbear's Fright. And then we've got this, and then Bonnie's eye, it turns to look at us. And then we see Springtrap doing whatever he does. Five Nights at Freddy's 3. And then everyone thought this was going to be the last one because we see this new animatronic and everyone's thinking, who is that? Yeah, so we saw this guy is like, what is this thing? We have never seen him. His jump scare looks different. Very different. Yes, I don't think there's that many other things in this trailer to talk about, obviously apart from Springtrap's first appearance. Because when we first saw this thing, we were confused by who he is and what he's doing. Obviously it's some sort of animatronic movement, but no one could have guessed that it's a human inside there, still half alive, waiting there for 30 years, until obviously we saw Afton's Springlock failure inside the actual game. There's no music to talk about here, nothing reversed. That made some weird words. I would like to mention how Freddy, probably just the camera angle, Freddy doesn't have eyes, whereas Chica and Bonnie do. And they made a big point of Bonnie's eyes because, as you can see, they turn to face us. There we go. But yeah, so that was the FNAF 3 trailer. Now let's move on to FNAF 4, which in my opinion is the best FNAF game out of the first 4. And now let's move on to FNAF 4. What is it that you think you see? And then we got the flashing of the flashlight, and then one of these, it's Nightmare Bonnie that appears. What game do you think you're playing? I think I'm playing FNAF 4. Sometime this one? This one, right? No. This one, yeah, 100%. Yeah. There we go, yeah. With it, Bonnie. I'll replay that again at the end. Then we see, yeah. Not with it, Bonnie, not with Bonnie. Yeah. And then we got the plush trap. And then we see Foxy's tongue. Got removed. And then we got the little Freddles, and then Foxy. Then back again, I'm scared. There now. I remember a lot of people reacted so calm and composed to that jump scare, whereas others just screamed their heads off. Five Nights at Freddy's 4. And I think it says the final chapter. I could be wrong. No, it doesn't say that. Yeah. So a few things in this trailer that I'd like to talk about. First of all, Plush Trap. So a lot of people don't actually know this because they're new members of the FNAF community. But with Plush Trap, he was originally in FNAF 4, but then he later got replaced by Nightmare Balloon Boy in the Halloween DLC. Not DLC, update. But yeah, sad to see him go. But I guess Nightmare Balloon Boy does look a bit scarier. Because a lot of people, when they saw Plush Trap for the first time, they thought, oh, Springtrap, is he sitting on a chair? Is this a different perspective? I don't know, what happened to him? Obviously it was someone else entirely, but yeah. Another thing, where is it? The closet, yes. Foxy. So his tongue actually got removed. I think it's, yeah, his tongue got removed. So in the teasers, all the things, like all the teaser images, Foxy's tongue was there, but we move on to the trailer in the game, and oh, it's gone. So that was something else that a lot of people didn't really like, but I didn't really mind it. Foxy's Foxy, still an amazing animatronic. And then we've got a little Freddles over here, and then you see the closet move as well. Yeah, so we've got little Freddles, and when people first saw this, we knew that it was something to do with Nightmare Freddy. First of all, look at the design, that's clearly Nightmare Freddy. But in the teaser images as well, we saw Nightmare Freddy. The first teaser image actually for FNAF 4, we saw Nightmare Freddy holding his hat, and he had like a little Freddle sticking out his side. So we kind of knew that this was like Nightmare Freddy's children, I guess you could say. Anything else? And then you got the jump scare, and then yeah. So this jump scare, just the complete design of it, of Nightmare Bonnie. I just look at that thing. That thing is terrifying, and I know a lot of people were reacting to that. In some just complete different to how they were reacting to other jump scares that we've seen before. But I remember the first jump scare in FNAF 4 always terrified almost everyone that watched it. But enough about FNAF 4. Let's move on to FNAF sister location. Actually, should I do FNAF World? Well, we're about to find out. And then there was FNAF World, Scott's troll game. So this was a very, very different game to all the others, and it was largely regarded as the worst FNAF game of all time. Personally, I like this game, but I know a lot of other people didn't. But let's go ahead and react to this. They've stalked you. Yeah, I remember. And then they've haunted you. And then... yeah, no, they've scared you, and then they've haunted you, and but now they're cute. Before everyone saw the last words, but now they're cute, they all thought, oh my god, it's another FNAF game. I remember seeing this was hilarious. No one knew it was going to be an RPG, but that's what it tends to be. Yeah, and then we've got all the animatronics. And this part is literally just anyone trying to explain the names of all the FNAF characters to someone who hasn't played FNAF before. Just watch. Foxy, Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, Mangle, Phantom Freddy. I can't even read this fast. And then we just see Mangle. So yeah, so that was a different trailer. Obviously we got lots of gameplay of the RPG. There's Freddy roaming around, doing some pizza attack. We got the endoskeletons using their arms as lasers, I guess. And we've got things that just bouncing around. And then just seeing Spring Bonnie just do that is just quite funny. But yeah, so that was FNAF World trailer, and now let's move on to FNAF Sister Location. And now we've got Sister Location. So this was, apart from FNAF World, this was one of the most different games that we've got. Oh, Scott. Yeah, so I remember that in the start, we had all these images and gameplay of the first few games, except FNAF World, and the feelings that Scott was trying to instill into the player. Dread, and FNAF 4 was terror. And then we got the elevator, and then we got that, and we got the voice in the background saying, "Don't hold it against us." And then I remember this one was probably the most clear one, but Matt Pat, he made a theory when this first came out that in like the cheek or some part of each animatronic you could see Ennard. So like in this one, in front of Foxy's cheek, you can see Ennard's face. Like there's a nose, there's an eye. It's just reflection. Like somewhere there, I don't remember where exactly. Somewhere there you could see another part of Ennard. And then somewhere in Phantom Freddy as well. I don't know where. Somewhere in Circus Baby's arm. This was actually one of my favourite trailers. Just this part in general. It's where you get to see all of them lighting up. And then you see Circus Baby's face just lifting up. And it's this location. It's Freddy's. And then you see just that jump scare. And everyone, when they saw this, oh my god, FNAF's back, it's not gone yet. And they said, you know what we've been through, in a very quiet voice, but it does say that. I didn't hear it. Yeah. I was like, everyone, oh, that's such a good jump scare. I remember that. Yeah, so we could see that it was a very different jump scare to what we've seen before, because the face actually opens up, unlike any of the other animatronics. Yeah. So then everyone was like, FNAF is back, it's not gone yet. This part is actually similar to the FNAF Security Breach trailer, which we will get onto at the end. Yeah, because you got all these animatronics. There's like the showcase of all these animatronics. Phantom Foxy, Laura, Phantom Freddy, and Bon, and then Circus Baby. Yeah. So that was this locations trailer. And now let's move on to FNAF 6 Pizza Sim trailer. Actually, I think that hasn't got a trailer. We'll see in a minute. And here's a FNAF 6 Pizzeria Sim trailer. This one is kind of hard to find because it's not really a trailer. And plus, FNAF 6 is probably one of the most, if not the most, just lore-heavy games. It just got plenty of lore. It had a lot of good gameplay in it, but I think the main focus point in this game was just to reveal more of the lore to those who just didn't really understand it. But yeah, let's go ahead and react to it. It's just really just the first part of gameplay, like first minute or so. But we'll watch it anyways. Yeah, I've got design pizza. I remember this is quite funny. It's like, oh, is this new troll game? Similar to FNAF World? Oh no, it's not. It's just law. So you can customize your pizza. Yeah. And then you have to go to the pizzeria, and you select it and just suck his faces with pizza, because that's how this game works. Yeah, I remember this. And then I think it was Shadow Freddy that yeah, Shadow Freddy. It did things in the trailer. Yeah, Shadow Freddy is the one that that stops you from handing over the pizzas. Well, speaking of pizzas, Pizza Tower. Yeah. So, anyways, that was the FNAF Pizza Sim trailer, or FNAF 6 trailer, whichever one called it. But let's move on to the next trailer, which I believe is Ultimate Custom Night. I don't think this actually had a trailer, but I'll go around and find it. If I can't find it, then I'll just move on to FNAF VR, because I think that had a trailer. I know Security Reach definitely did, but I don't know if VR, if Ultimate Custom Night did, or VR, but we'll see. So this is the Ultimate Custom Night trailer, which is basically just gameplay from a bunch of creators: Razbowski, Dorko, Fusion Z Gamer, Corey Extension. But it was still a good trailer, I guess. Here, so let's just go ahead and react to it. Oh. And I just opened Scratch. So
Okay guys, so I actually see the offices here. So you can actually customise the offices now.
So that's Dorko.
And there's challenges here as well.
That's
Challenges that we can do.
Razbowski. That's Fusion Z Gamer. 8-Bit Ryan. No Fusion Z Gamer. Another Dorko. Just exploring. Oh wow. And then we got the jump scares.
The Ultimate Custom Night is not something to mess around with. This is the Ultimate Custom Night.
Indeed it was. And then now we got everyone just getting jump scared. Thank you. Everyone getting jump scared, attempting. And then Dorko dancing. And then we got the voice line from each of the animatronics. Okay, I don't know why that happened, but yeah, I did obviously have to find it from somewhere else. So, Arcade Chick, thank you for providing the video so that I could react to it. Not that you actually provide it, but yeah, you know what I mean. Anyways, yeah, so that was the Ultimate Custom Night trailer. I remember when everyone, in the lead up to this game, everyone saw like this screen and I was like, oh, 50 animatronics, that's going to be quite difficult. And you can set all to 20 mode, so 50-20 mode. That was one of the most stressful things. I mean, Dorko, when he did it, he cried. He had a full seizure. You know, yeah. So that was quite stressful for a lot of people. I haven't played it on the computer yet, but because I've got a MacBook and it's not compatible with Mac. But I have played it before, and I did nearly be 50-20 mode, and I can tell you myself, it is very, very stressful. So try it if you want to, but don't have to. It's just very painstaking. Anyways, let's move on to FNAF VR. It was FNAF VR. So FNAF VR is actually my favourite game, mostly because it features Glitch Trap, which is my favourite character. But this has 2 trailers here, because as you can see, it has FNAF all trailers. So I got this video from Dr. Hardy, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, 1987. So yes, so I'll link this video and the other one in the description as well. But yeah, so let's go ahead and react to both of these trailers and the Dreadbear DLC, because why not? And we got all the monsters: Chica, Foxy, Bonnie, Nightmare Fredbear, Circus Baby. And there's still one nice up, and we got the original 3 animatronics. And then Freddy goes. And then Freddy's just monitoring all the cameras. It's quite funny just see Freddy just being a night guard. And then he turns his head, I believe. I haven't seen this trailer in a while, so I really forget what happens. And we've got Mango jump scares, and then literally everyone. And now this is the second trailer. The film guy. And they're just showcasing all the maps. FNAF 1 map. Switching the animatronics. That, okay, Showtime was one of the most difficult things to unlock. I don't actually remember how you're supposed to unlock it. So I like how they try to make a big point out of everything here. But it worked, I guess. Funny. So just like a demonstration for all the games in there. So that was FNAF VR Hope Wanted. And then we got something else. Okay, yeah, so this is still this trailer. So that was just a trailer for just saying that it's out. And now I think this is the Dreadbear trailer. Yeah, this is the Curse of Dreadbear DLC trailer. We'll watch it. Don't think you got Dreadbear's hand sticking up? Or something like that. I don't know, I haven't seen this trailer in a long time. Yeah, Dreadbear's hand. And then you just see giant Dreadbear up there. Curse of Dreadbear. And then I'm like, oh, is this a new game? Nope, it's a DLC. Curse of Dreadbear. So that was that. And now this is the Christmas update. When you see this track, just put his face up to the screen. This one I don't really understand the point of this update. Actually, don't even know if it happened. But then we got this track. My favourite character. It's William Afton. And then he puts his face up to the screen and grabs it. And now, there we go. And then we get a nice picture of his nose. Yeah, so that was the Christmas update for FNAF VR. So now let's move on to the next game, which I think is actually Security Breach. We'll watch both of the trailers, State of Play 1, and we'll watch the other trailer. But I think after that, that's it then. So it turns out I was wrong, and there is still FNAF Special Delivery. So I actually had this game. I don't play that often because I don't know why. It just was a bit different. But this is the trailer for FNAF Special Delivery, or FNAF AR. This one I really forgot about. I forgot it existed. I forgot I had it. I just don't remember it being here. Anyways, let's go ahead and react to it. And we've got Markiplier.
You'll never be alone again. It's guaranteed. With our exclusive animatronics, you'll always have someone watching your back. They'll provide you with hours of fun, entertainment, and
Death.
companionship.
No,
You
death.
can't hide from a future of fun. Our special delivery will make you jump from excitement. Subscribe today. Don't miss this opportunity. And remember, we're always watching out for you.
And then we see an animatronic, I believe. Yeah, there. one is it? And then it's behind the person, right? Nope, it's just around the house. Okay.
I'm watching you.
William Afton. Never subscribe to Fazbear. Just don't. I like how they actually made the trailer like more realistic as well. Like he's on TV. So, it's me. If you see that at that point, just know, there's no point surviving because you won't. Yeah, so goodbye to that person. So that's FNAF AR special delivery. Yeah, so the game obviously doesn't look that cool, but it still does look pretty good.
If you are very, very quiet, maybe I will not find you.
Yeah, so that was the trailer for FNAF AR. And now we can move on to Security Breach, which is the most recent FNAF game. Okay, and now we've got the first trailer for FNAF Security Breach. Now, I like how in this trailer, and actually both trailers actually, Vanny was marketed so much, and yet she was barely in the game. Don't get me wrong, FNAF Security Breach is still a really good game, but I wish they could have just included like more Vanny, more Afton, you know, just more sense of danger in there. But let's go ahead and react to it.
Gregory.
So this is Vanny speaking.
They're here with me.
Please, this is Vanny Shadow.
Gregory, I may have lost my temper earlier, but it was just a glitch. It won't happen again.
Yes. Moon. It's Moondrop.
It's been such a difficult day for all of us. Why don't you come out and we can play a game together?
Didn't find anything here, but if you find it, just let me know
It
in the
won't
comments.
happen again.
You can hear Gregory breathing.
It was just a glitch.
Gregory,
And
be
then
still.
Glamour Buddy.
I think she's found us.
And then we see Vanny's jump scare. Now Vanny's jump scare looks so much better here than it does in the actual game. I don't know why, but it does. But that was the trailer for FNAF Security Breach. So Vanny was marketed a lot in this. Like you can see a shadow over here. Just watch.
Lost my temper
Yeah,
earlier, but it was just
that's
a
the moon.
glitch.
Yeah, this one
Please come
over here.
out.
You can see here a shadow just moving. Yeah, replay it again. Just watch over here.
They're here with me.
That
Please.
it's a shadow. You can tell by the bunny ears because we haven't got any other bunny other than Glamour Bonnie, who was dismantled by probably Monty, because that's how most people view it as. But yeah, so that was the first trailer for FNAF Security Breach, and now we'll move on to the second trailer, and that will be the end of this video. Now we've got the final trailer, FNAF Security Breach State of Play October 2021. Now this probably was one of my favourite trailers of any FNAF game really. So yeah, I personally like how it's a Scott kind of style trailer, Scott Cawthon, because if you see, I was mentioning this earlier with Sister Location as well, but if you like go through to the middle, it's got the animatronics like one by one and more words. So we'll go ahead and react to this now. Got Vanny, still marketed very heavily.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The
thank
hand
you for
unit
visiting,
speaking.
and we hope you enjoyed the show. Freddy and the gang are pretty
Chica, and then we see the Faz watch over here.
Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex is now
Glamour
closed,
Chica just
initiating nighttime
dismantled.
protocols.
Wait, I'm still here.
Got Vanessa. And then Glamour Chica comes back like, lights on you, I warned you. I remember, that was a really good scene. And this was like towards the very start of the game. Vanny. Moondrop's first appearance. Hiding inside Freddy. And then we got jump scared by Monty, obviously. And Monty. So that was Monty's gated golf.
And try not to draw attention to yourself.
And that's the exit closing.
I will help you find it.
DJ Music Man. Oh wait, so I was thinking of a different trailer when I said the word, so I guess we can react to that as well, I guess. We've got Freddy malfunctioning.
Please make your way to the front of the building, where you will be given novelty classes.
And then we've got Vanny dancing towards the camera very slowly.
You will sign a legal disclaimer releasing us of all liability for anything that might have happened during your visit. Have an awesome night.
And she comes right up to the camera. Yeah. That is a... Oh, then we got the night box. But this is the true meaning of the cameraman never dies. Literally.
Take a short survey about your experience.
No, I would not. And then we've got the release date. 16th of December 2021. Obviously it's an American date, so they've switched the month and the days. But yeah. So that was the trailer for FNAF Security Breach. There is one more trailer I would like to react to because that is my trailer, my favourite trailer that I was talking about. Not this one. This was still a good trailer, but I preferred the other one really. But yeah, we'll go and react to that as well, unless there's something I'd like to mention in here. There isn't, except from how Freddy, when you climb into him for the first time. Yeah, this scene. When you try and see Freddy, is that something that looks like you would try to get help from it? Because personally, those eyes are staring into my soul. So, no. But let's move on to the final FNAF Security Breach trailer, if I can find it. If not, then that's the end of this video. I'll see you in the next video. But if I can, then this isn't the end of the video yet. So I did find it. This one is my favourite trailer from FNAF Security Breach. Maybe not my favourite trailer altogether. If not, then it's definitely up there. Let's go ahead and react to it. We've got William Afton speaking, like the first part. Okay, William.
When I first found you, you were nothing. You were small, pathetic. But now, you are more. Are you ready?
So William Afton is waiting Vanny to do what he wants. Got Vanessa just there. And the music here is really good as well. And got Vanny still marketed very heavily. When Fitty takes hold. Okay, here's my favourite one. They all got red eyes. I just watch this trailer for fun sometimes,
Gregory,
but
we can get you
yeah.
out of here. You and me together.
Monty's get you off.
They won't stop hunting you. None of them will stop hunting you.
And then this is a daycare scene. And then we got William just really getting mad after this one
We
part.
have to get you out by morning.
And then we got the ball pit. Here.
Do
Yeah.
as I say. You will bring me what I want. And if you fail me, then you will. Both of you.
And then we got Moondrop. And then we got this big climax towards the end of it. Everyone just being themselves. And then Vanny again. which wasn't actually in the actual game. But yeah. But that was.
There's more going on here than you realize.
And then we got Burn Trap. But yeah, that was my favourite trailer of FNAF Security Breach. Now, there's a few things I'd like to mention here. Like how we thought this was an Afton amalgamation. This theory was created by Matt Pat, as always. But yeah, so his name actually turned out to be Burn Trap. So yeah, that isn't actually the official name, I don't think. But it is in the character encyclopedia, so I guess that's what we're going to be calling him from now on. And that is clearly Afton because we've got the purple light. That was probably one of the biggest giveaways. Then we got Vanny still being marketed heavily. This part, I feel like it would be good if we just saw this as like a cut-in, and like one part you just had to run away and like, I don't know, block her, like throw some stuff at her. That would be quite funny. That'd be a good part of the game. We've got the big climax here. And there was one more thing I wanted to mention as well. It's William. Yeah, so this part. So this part is my favourite of this entire trailer. Just them, just the animatronics, like first look, the proper first look, and the music. And then all of them with red eyes as well. It's a Scott kind of style trailer, which is what I was trying to mention earlier. It's similar to the Sister Location trailer, because the text is the same, as far as I remember. And then you go all of the animatronics at once. But there's one more thing with this part, specifically. I'll try and pause it on time. There. So you can see between each of these words, you can see like a glimpse of Vanny, once again being marketed very heavily. So like here, you can see her eyes, her whiskers, muzzle. No, I didn't miss it there. I missed it there as well. It's very hard to get this. There we go. So that's Vanny. You can barely make it out above Roxy's eyes there. But that is Vanny there. There's another Vanny. There. I paused it. There's Vanny. You can see her 2 eyes and the nose there. Okay, how long is this? There we go. Well, that's the clearest image of Vanny we've got out of all this. We've got her ears, eyes, nose, whiskers, muzzle, and her arm. That was the most clear image of Vanny that we've got from that point, apart within this trailer, apart from obviously Vanny running at the end and here as well. But yeah, that was the final FNAF Security Breach trailer. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm going to end it here now. I didn't actually mean to react to 3 FNAF Security Breach trailers, but I guess I did. I'm not going to react to Freddy in Space because that game hasn't come out yet. Yesterday I did try to react to the Fnaf Movie trailer because it got leaked, but I guess that didn't come out because of copyright. It did get 100 or so views until it got copyrighted. So yeah, but if you want to see any more of my videos, I will leave them on the end screen in a few seconds. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.